Hey, back.
Get up. Yay!
Yay!
I'm the part of the show.
No. We can't have him be doing this. You can? All right. So we'll start now. Ready? Hello, everyone, and welcome to Phone Today, episode 6. We have a different format today than last time.
There's 3 of us.
There's 3.
That's a different format.
Yeah, we got a new wall over here. And I'm Travis Galloway, joined by the always lovely, what's her name? Tara Hilliker. And this dirty dog down here. On today's episode, we have a lot to talk about. We have a lot of topics to dive into and discuss. What did you see on your phone today, Tara?
Nothing. Skip.
Did you see any tips on how to clean dog hair
Skip
off
me.
you? All right, you're skipped. You're fired.
Rio doesn't have a phone.
Rio doesn't have a phone. Do they make
We're gonna solve that. We're gonna
dog
remedy
phones?
that problem real soon.
Yeah. We're working on making official Phone Today phones for dogs.
This is the prototype.
So far, we got this little egg thing.
It's perfect size for him. Oh.
Does it work, Rio?
You
Ring, ring, ring.
Here.
Ring, ring, ring. Droid.
They eat it up.
It's going to be an Android for dogs. Thanks to everyone that's been listening and following. Right now, we're still just Spotify heads, but we're working on creating a YouTube, which is going to happen very fast.
We're learning how to spell phone today. And then as soon as we can figure that out, we're going to secure it.
And then we're learning how to spell Patreon. We're working on that. That's going to be up and live. I know how to spell YouTube, so that one I did start. And it'll be available soon. So, like people don't like to use Spotify.
Sure.
You don't have to. You can have your choice. You'll have a whole old country buffet of options to listen to Phone Today.
Wherever books are sold.
Wherever.
We have no idea. Wherever podcasts, wherever you get your podcasts.
waldenbooks.com/podcast. So what I saw on my phone today, which blew my mind, you ever see retro, remember the 70s drinking out of water hoses?
Okay, yeah, I saw Gawker.com. Remember them?
Gawker, yeah.
Forgot about that.
What was the onion one? Chive? Chive on.
Whoa, and everyone had the stickers and the coolers.
Everyone just had Chive bumper stickers, and it worked because everyone's like, what the fuck is Chive? But then it was just hey, remember Nickelodeon Gak?
Yeah, which Gak are you?
Yeah, what? Are you green Gak or
you
blue?
Gak or Floam?
Are you more like Floam? So I don't want to give any Instagram credit, but I saw, fuck, we already did that, right? Anyway, it was hey, do you remember this? If you remember this, you're old as dirt. It was Are You Old as Dirt Instagram? And I was hey, do you guys remember watching The Man Show? Mm-hmm. Do you remember The Man Show?
Is that when people had their phone plugged into the wall?
Yeah. The phone was still plugged in the wall. Then it was on cable, and it was Joe Rogan's first podcast.
He was on it?
Yeah. Joe.
And then the other big hot shot, wow, that's all we got.
Doug Stanhope and Joe.
Jimmy Kimmel.
And then it became Jimmy Kimmel and Adam Carolla, everyone's favorite person.
Yeah.
But it's funny, I guess that Instagram account works because I haven't thought about The Man Show since I saw that in my suggested post or whatever. But yeah, what a show, man! It was just what do you remember when you think
girls jumping on trampolines? Because that's the opportunity to change the channel. You don't want to watch the rest of the Man Show.
No,
and
but
then it was
it happens at the
audio.
end.
Oh.
Sorry,
that's when it's time to change the channel.
Not to man show splain the Man Show to you, But it was at the very end. It was like, yeah, now it's time for girls and trampolines, Doug. And then, like...
Well, maybe that's the part that I did watch because, like, okay, you gotta watch... Yeah. Because the next show's coming on. And you're like, finally, the shit's over, I guess. Don't mansplain the man show. How come there isn't the woman show?
I don't know where there's not the woman show, but before we... That's really funny. What would the woman show be?
Knitting.
The woman show would just be like dudes in athletic gray sweatpants hula hooping, you know?
No, that's what makes men and women different.
But that's what like a girl, like a guy in athletic gray sweatpants is like, that's guy lingerie because you can see.
That's
like,
the same reason that there
lines.
Isn't as many or.
But if he's
even
hula hooping,
one.
you know. Like...
Tallywhackers. We learned about a new restaurant called Tallywhackers.
Yeah.
Right, but those aren't successful because there isn't a need for that. You know what I mean? If it was going to be the man show versus the woman show wouldn't be dick print pants. You know?
No, and who would even host it? Like, say it was the same era.
Sandra Bullock.
Nailed it.
That's what I think.
Sandra Bullock.
Rachel Ray.
Sandra Bullock and Rosie O'Donnell.
Mm-hmm.
No, but the whole show of the man show was... women jumping on trampolines.
They were in an audience doing the ooga ooga.
Zigga ooga ooga, and they would drink beer. I think they did skits, but... So the whole, like, girls jumping on trampolines.
Uh-huh.
Do you know how, like, Hollywood says George Lopez steals people's jokes?
Okay.
Or wait, no, I'm being racist. That's Carlos Mencia. Never mind.
George is
Carlos Mencia
yeah, he's
steals...
the best.
I think Joe Rogan called out Carlos for... But yeah, George Lopez rules. But I think he might have watched a lot of The Man Show... Because remember, another thing, like, hey,
is Carlos Mencia up enough to steal someone else's joke, though? It might be George Lopez. Is he up enough to steal someone else's joke?
I think it was Carlos. But anyway, he stole the whole trampoline thing. Like, another, like, are you old as dirt Instagram handle was like, if you woke up in the middle of the night and you saw this image, because, like, the George Lopez show was just a family jumping on a trampoline and slow-mo.
But it wasn't sexy.
I mean, depending on what you're into.
You know?
Yeah.
They put the sexy spin on it.
So, what else did you see on your phone today? Well, that's what I saw. What have you seen? Didn't see shit? Mm-hmm. Not scrolling at all? How does it feel to do a podcast without a mic?
I hope everyone can hear us.
Yeah, I think it will work. I saw this thing... about how, like, you know, electric vehicles, those bullshit things are taking over. What are they called? EVs.
You read that they're taking over?
Yeah, I got a bulletin on, what's a conservative, on Telegram. I got a Telegram.
Oh, shit.
EVs taking over. No, that they have fake car sounds.
We did see a billboard, and it says, you know... They're going to outlaw the combustion engine, which nobody's working on that. Nobody's agenda is to outlaw
too much work.
And take rid of it. Don't take rid of the combustion
Don't take rid of
engine.
our beautiful combustion engines.
But yeah, in the Ford EcoBoost, we'd already know that Linkin Park, right? Before they had the new girl singer, I
didn't know Linkin Park had a girl singer.
It's a recent development.
Travesty.
Before they had a girl singer, they made sounds for EVs because it's too dangerous for them to be as quiet as they are, so they put like cool techno backup sounds on them. But now
that's okay.
The Ford EcoBoost, they put through the speakers so you feel like you're driving a V8. But it really sounds, it's like a really high-pitched weaning sound if you're standing on the outside of the car, but it's really through the speakers. And they just had another, let's say it's either 50,000 or 500,000 engines recalled. So remember when there was no cars available to get?
I heard that.
Nobody could get a car, but then all of a sudden everything was like, trucks were lined up because they still needed chips. And then Joe Biden said, we're going to do a chip act where everyone gets more chips.
Yeah.
But all those engines that they hurried up to get out during COVID, right? You probably can't reference that. Are you allowed to say? Remember when you couldn't say that word? You couldn't say...
Well, we can't. We don't say COVID-19. We say what you said.
COVID. So there was a time when you couldn't say that on
There was
the
a time
internet.
when a great pandemic swept the nation, folks, and it was called COVID-19.
And then all of a sudden there were chips to load in those cars, and that's why they were all sitting there. But what they really needed to do is like make the engines right. They were like, oh yeah, we got it together. So then there was 1 million cars on the market. You could get a car, a truck all of a sudden, but all of them are getting recalled. But yeah, they have a fake engine noise pumped through the speaker, so you feel like the man when you're
They
driving
have a
it.
fake engine noise, but they don't even like work good.
Right.
The crazy thing to me about that is like everyone needs a car. Everyone's trying to get a new car, and they can't get a new car.
Right.
It's because you're like privileged enough to need a new car. Because like you're like, oh fuck, like my F-150 is a year old. It's time to get a new car.
Yeah, where are all the cars?
Where's all the cars? My car is 1 year old. I got to get a new car.
The people who did get fucked on that too was everyone
I
in
hope
Detroit.
their car explodes.
Everyone in Detroit who needed a new car and a new washer and dryer and a freezer, and some people needed a fridge for their upstairs because it flooded so fucking bad. So those people actually needed cars.
What are these
know?
chips? Chips control washers and dryers, cars.
Remember I was going to buy us a coffee maker and they're like, sorry, we need more chips.
No microchips.
But then the Chip Act came
But
out.
Biden passed the Chip Act. And
So then
we got chips.
Ford's
And
got like
jobs, we got
$1
jobs
million
to make chips.
to make it, but then they didn't seal the intakes on the engines.
Well, I think I know why. Their fingers are like too dusty with like
No, it's Dorito dust.
nacho cheese Dorito dust. Oh, segue. You know what else I saw on my phone today?
I saw it on my phone. That
Let's talk about it.
Doritos dust dye can
Dust
make
dye.
recent development can make you or a mouse into the invisible man mouse.
Yeah. Some scientists at like MIT, right, to mansplain
Break it on down.
invisible man mice. So whatever the stuff is that's in Doritos, it's called
Jalapeno?
yeah, Cool Ranch. they broke down Cool Ranch. No, it's tartrazine. It's bright yellow food coloring. They mix that with water.
Cool Ranch would make you transparent.
Yeah, but it was yellow. It's probably all the same shit. I guess some Doritos are spicier, so it's probably just not yellow. But Yellow 5 dye, textrazine, and water, and they mix it together, and they rubbed it all over mice.
Temporarily. It makes you see through.
And they could see through the mice. That's the biggest
Dorito dust news I've heard.
Yeah, I mean, who cares that they... I don't know what's Doritos up to. What's a new flavor?
They did come out with the sweet barbecue. Isn't that kind of
That's
mundane?
Dumb. Yeah, that's dumb. And they
Sweet
have, like,
barbecue's the newest one.
like tomato flavored. Canadians do all that. Canadians have weird chips.
Ketchup.
Yeah, ketchup Doritos. Get the fuck out of here. But yeah,
Those don't even make you clear.
you can see through mice if you rub. So if you're like sitting in your apartment and you're bored,
Bait 'em.
and you're down on your luck, what you got? Two things for sure.
Mice
You
and
got
Doritos.
mice and an open bag of Doritos. Put the mice in that bag, shake it up, and you have a fucking science breakthrough.
Yeah.
You can just be watching invisible man mice in a bag of Doritos.
Most people don't know yet, so you could really
just saw it today.
commandeer, some cash out of this.
So thank you,
Shaking
scientists.
them up in that shake and bake bag.
Government-funded Dorito scientist making invisible man mice. That's great. So yeah, big science news, which is nice because I haven't really heard like SpaceX is just like blowing up holes in the universe or whatever, and then like everyone's getting lost in space. Mm-hmm. So it's good to have some like nice science news. I saw some other not really science news, but I saw that it was like a really sort of aggressive Midwestern article. I don't know if it was like a Chicago guy who wrote it. The headline was like, "The West Coast needs to throw their paper straws away. Hands off. The Great Lakes water isn't for sale."
Then why are we bringing nuclear waste from New York here? Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. So is that like people's
Paper straw, get
paper
out.
straw agenda is to like pipeline Lake Huron, like, well, what's the shitty one? We should give California all of Lake Erie. Just give them all that, like, nasty, like, used maxi pad water. Just pipeline that. Or you're not even allowed to swim there, so don't do that. Never mind, that's really mean. And
Well, they can use it to water their lawns.
They can use it to, well, they don't have lawns, right? You're not allowed to have
remember when all the celebs were
just rocks.
airlifting water in to water their grass? All the celebs were
Kind of. I remember, like, Madonna used to wash her hair with only Fiji water.
Yeah.
Does she live in L.A.? Hollywood?
No, she lives in London.
London. Oh, yeah. I've had enough. Remember, like, celebrities, like, when Trump was president? I've had enough. I'm going overseas.
Oh, yeah. They left us in the dust.
But,
they should have had a Live Aid.
Yeah,
jerks.
Yeah. Instead, she just kept making shitty music. Remember the Ray of Light?
Mm-hmm.
Wow. So if you're a Ray of Light person and, like, you live in California, the water shortage, I think, is real. I mean, who knows what you can believe. But apparently there's a big agenda that they want to pipeline beautiful, pure Great Lakes water over there to the West Coast. According to this guy who had a real...
Something to say about
it. He had a thumbtack in his ass about, like, California. But I thought that was funny because I didn't know it was a thing, and I'm stupid, but I saw it on my phone today while I was wasting a gallon of water after I flushed the toilet.
8 gallons of water, actually, for most old-style toilets. 8 gallons, which is the same size as the office water cooler.
The big Abso-Pure thing.
Isn't that crazy?
Man, yeah. Yeah. Well, that's why I don't flush sometimes. If it's yellow, let it mellow.
Sure.
If it's, If it's brown, flush it down.
No job is done until the paperwork's done.
Till the paperwork's done, and be a sweetie, wipe the seedy. But that's fucked up because, like, men used to just piss all over the toilet seat. You had to
leave it brown.
I had a cute little bear here. It's like,
please.
If you tinkle while you sprinkle, be a sweetie and wipe the seedy because...
And it had to be a pneumatic device, yeah.
Because you're listening to the man show and you're just pissing all over the toilet seat because you don't lift it up.
Other good science news that I heard was they're trying to get rid of the National Weather Service.
Good.
That's part of Project 2025's agenda. Basically, the idea is you don't get to know if there's a hurricane coming, no warning, because I'll get to know about it because I have like a secret CB radio or whatever, and I subscribe to the subscription service of Hurricane Irma's coming at your door. So that's why they want to get rid of it.
To like privatize to make money off knowing
if
what the
you live in a
shanty,
if you live in a shanty town, right? If a bad weather, even slightly inclement weather happens, your whole town's gonna wash away, and they're waiting for that. You know what I mean?
They want that to happen.
Yeah, they only want the big Florida mansions made of stone left.
I heard a tornado the other day.
I know.
Excuse me. Everyone says it sounds like a freight train.
Mm-hmm. It was quiet.
No, it did. It really sounded like... At first, it sounded like... Woo, woo, woo. So it's like that, like a woo, 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 mixed with like a... But only for like 30 seconds, and then it's fine.
You said all the doors started opening by themselves?
So there's buzzers at my job. Someone opens the door, a buzzer goes off, so you know someone's coming in. So yeah, it was like, I just beatbox my tornado experience. Yeah. Woo, 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 woo. Yeah, it was for like 30 seconds, and that was it. So I didn't need the weather service to tell me that it was a tornado. It was obvious. You know,
but if you were out on your boat, if you were out fishing, right, or like working the land or something, you would want to know to be inside at least.
Well, then you subscribe to
or to bring water home.
Who owns it? The National Weather Service?
It would be Ted Turner.
TNT guy?
Sure.
TNT Weather. You know, what is it? HARPA? Who controls the weather? Not AARP.
ARPANET?
No, like people, like they make clouds, you know, like ARP?
I found out that farmers have it too. Okay, so like if you have a fruit farm, if you have an orchard, and then there's hail in the weather forecast, it severely damages the fruit. So there's a machine that probably powder makes, right? And then you call the police station near you, the non-emergency line, and you say, I am about to do the tornado, the hail cannon, I think is what it's called, something like that.
They're about to control the weather.
And so the police say, okay, because if you get calls or whatever about it, it's us over here trying to preserve these apples and pears and stuff. And then it sends out like a sonic wave. So then the hail happens around there, like around this outside of this perimeter. But then their neighbors like it because it doesn't fuck up their cars and their roofs and stuff like that too. So they don't, it's a supersonic sound that, you know what I mean? So everyone knows in the area.
They know it's going to.
Because they benefit from it, but that's just like a regular thing that you buy that costs as much as a combine or something. It's crazy.
A weather controller.
Yeah. Hail avoider.
Hail avoider.
Hail don't glider.
That's what. So who? Oh my God! What's the people who control the weather, or in like time? Whatever.
ARPA.
We'll reference. I'll talk about this. Today on Phone Today is episode 6. On episode 7, is it ARPA? ARPA. Okay, never mind. I don't have to reference back an apology. ARPA technology.
I'm sorry. I don't know.
I saw someone, one of our friends sent a really interesting meme that, like when you go out west and it's like, oh, it's so hot, it's 120, but it's a dry heat.
Sure.
And it's nice. You're a fucking lizard and you like it. And you go to the Midwest, once you cross the mountains or whatever. The Mississippi mountains, and then like it gets humid, right? And then you know why? It's because
of the water off.
Cornfields. Because all the husk on the corn, it's sweaty.
Yeah,
and
it captures all the worms.
Speaking of water, it's like a whole Abso-Pure thing. Like each ear of corn is just putting an Abso-Pure jug into the air.
So yeah, the Midwest's heat blanket with too much corn. And we don't even,
I mean, the corn here is very good. Michigan apparently is Midwest. Whatever, shouldn't be, but we got great sweet corn.
Why are we on Eastern time?
It doesn't make any fucking sense.
Yeah.
Time, weather, so like farmers are just buying like fucking time and weather machines. Controlling everything. How did we get there? Oh, yeah, because of, so California wants to chug a lug on the Great Lakes. Good luck. You guys can have some of Great Lake Erie, which you're not allowed to swim in. It's just full of like used condoms and like dead fish.
Just wash your Lamborghini with it.
Yeah, just spray off your Lambo and your rocks.
And good news today, if you're out there trying to find a job, it might be tough for you because finding out that Amazon warehouses are not such a good place to work. If you're a robot in the facility, you need to have air conditioning, so the facilities are super ice cold with AC. But for the humans that they have working there, in the factories, in the trucks, there's no air conditioning. So don't do that for your position, for your new career, your new money-making scheme. We're here with more tips. So another tip for you, consumer tips. If they have parking in your town, in the downtown area, right? Well, you just go put up your own QR code. In the olds, there's no other way to pay, and you only have a credit card. They don't have change. They don't have cash. They're going to have to scan your QR code. And all the municipal websites are pretty busted looking anyway, so it shouldn't cost too much to make a reputable looking website where they can pay you per minute to park.
In like a nice part of town.
As long as you're in downtown
So most
area.
of our listeners probably never been to a downtown nice part of town.
Probably never been anywhere
Just
nice.
kidding. But like instead of like putting a quarter in, right? You just scan the QR code to use your debit or Visa or something. But you can have your own and it just goes to you.
Because a lot of parking spaces, especially in like Toronto, they probably make $100 an hour for a parking space, which most people don't make $100 an hour. So you make less in a parking space, right? But this is the way to get that money, get your money back.
If you make less in a parking space and all the robots are getting all the fucking
Soaking
AC,
up all the AC for you.
and you're sweating, making the fucking air more humid, with your human sweat, and you're a working piece of corn.
Corn detasseling.
And you're detasseling the corn that's making it sweat. If you're just a sweat maker and the robots are getting the AC.
Get your own QR code.
go on YouTube, learn how to make your own QR code.
Go to YouTube, enroll in university for a little bit, figure out how to make a QR code.
Yeah, and then make it so it links to your bank account. So like, yeah, just whatever. You could actually make it cheaper than what it's supposed to be. Like, say if you go
and still make up.
If you go park at like a movie theater in downtown Fuckhead, USA, and it's like, oh, parking here is $8 an hour. Make yours $4, because it doesn't matter. You're stealing money from people, so it's great. I love that tip. That's very inspiring.
I mean, what is the township doing with that parking fund? They're buying a lazy boy for the
golden
office.
Toilet seats.
Right.
So
you're not stealing.
Coach of the football team.
Yeah, it's not stealing. Yeah.
No, it's not stealing. You're a Robin Hood. If you had to be, what kind of Robin Hood?
Maybe every once a year you take, $25 and you seal up some of the holes.
Well, you can do something nice with it.
You can do something good with it.
If you had to be Robin Hood, would you want to be Kevin Costner or the Fox?
The Fox.
Yeah, all day. You ever see the Kevin Costner Robin Hood? It's awful. Fox, or you know what? What's Carrie Hughes? Robin Hood Men in Tights. I'd be him or the Fox. He kind of looks like the Fox.
You had to see it.
Kevin Costner is probably the mayor of your town, and he probably is getting all that parking money. So make your own
jingle.
Make your own QR code. Are we good in here? Just went black. All right. So, like, you ready to go into the Switch, or no? You want to do some other stuff? Switch.
Yeah, a lot of people are trying to during. Keep talking about COVID.
I got it. If you.
Go ahead, because I can't say anything besides.
So, like, learning the information that, like, EVs have fake car sounds.
Apparently, BMW have been doing it for a while, too.
Yeah,
on the normal, not EVs, but on their regular whips, on their regular combustion engines, they're putting sounds in them.
To make it sound even better?
Not an EV. You have to make it sound more badass.
Brat.
In regular gas
You ever see a bumper
cars.
sticker that just says brat?
Yeah.
Like, thinking of that, like, hearing that story is insane. So, like, one, like, an EV car is a poser car. Because it's not, like, beautiful.
Doesn't even get you anywhere.
Beautiful diesel. Yeah, it gets you down to this, you got to block by block or whatever. It's a poser car. It's not real, but it's more realer than a real car because you don't have to use gas. That's what some people think or whatever. But driving an electric vehicle and then hearing a fake engine rev roar, like, do you know the concept of hyperreality?
There you go.
Here we go. Philosophy minute here. We've been doing the music minute, but hold on, where's my pipe? Philosophy minute. Masterpiece Theater.
Wait, isn't that the same thing as a meme?
Excuse me?
Isn't that the same thing as a meme?
Yes, yeah. A meme is a branch from the long lineage of simulacra and simulacrum, the concept of J.G. Balliard's hyperreality, which is the inability of consciousness to distinguish reality from a simulation of reality.
So we're not even talking about EV. That still applies for the regular combustion EcoBoost Ford. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That they have to put speaker sound. Wow.
So, like, it's hard to tell, like, what's authentic.
Sure.
We talk about this a lot.
You got a Hemi or not.
Like, you go to, like, 7-Eleven, you get a Slurpee. Then you're like, oh, man, what flavor do I want? And then I want blue raspberry. That's not a real thing. Raspberries aren't blue. That's not an authentic flavor. You go to the cashier, and then, like, he's talking about how, like, he's saying a news mixtape of his podcast, right? So, like, nothing's authentic. He's
supposed to just be a cashier.
He's supposed to just be a cashier
perpetrating,
slinging blue raspberry. And he's mad because the cashier from The Simpsons can't be what it used to be.
Well, we heard somebody at an amusement park say, she's allergic to blue raspberry.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
Which...
As she should be, because that means she's allergic to bullshit.
So what doctor diagnosed her with that? You can't be allergic to something that's not real, right?
Yeah, she went to her doctor. Is
Everyone's
her
allergic to
parents' DVD of Dr. Katz. So our manager, because of our fucking rocketing success of our last episode,
we're like the Hawk 2, a girl. We got to manage her.
Yeah, we got her manager. So like Hawk 2 is our manager now, and she was saying, "Y'all gotta be authentic. Sometimes you just gotta pull out your true self and Hawk 2 spit on your true self.
Yeah, she kept
polish
saying
it up.
authentic self.
Authentic self.
Selves is what she kept saying.
So I think it's important to show you guys and the world, our listeners, our followers, it's time to be our true selves, Tara. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
It's not going to be easy.
Born to be an artist, born to be a star.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to Phone Do It Tomorrow. Welcome to Phone Later, man.
Don't wanna go.
What's good? Bruh. What's good, bruh?
I can't afford a house.
Bruh, who can? Bruh, alright, so the first question here on Phone Later, Do It Tomorrow.
Hold on. Is
Bruh.
my iPad around here?
Bruh.
Can you get it? I mean, stop what you're doing. Babe, 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 babe.
Yeah. You gotta get your Angry Birds.
No, there's something on Amazon Prime today.
Bruh, you should have already
Thanks,
had that,
babe.
bruh. Alright, bruh. Alright, who's the GOAT?
You are.
Aqua Teen or Rick and Morty, bruh?
No, Rick and Morty ain't it.
You're right, Aqua Teen? Aqua Teen's minted, bruh?
Meatball minted.
Aqua Teen is
Meatball.
meatball minted, bruh. Aqua Teen all day, bruh.
Look at the Zillow. Look at the Zillow. Look at the
Oh,
Zillow.
shit.
Do you believe that? And they
Dude.
painted that, and they want that much for that.
I can't read all those numbers. Roar! Would like to thank our manager, Hawk Tui.
Who gave me this? Gave me
Hawk
the
Tui gave us and
this
get us stuff.
variegated propagations.
She rocks my socks off. Here at the True Self podcast. We're being our true selves here.
Cornbread recipe.
Oh, is it vegan? Does it have jalapeno?
It's got
Vegan
veg,
jalapenos?
it's
It's got vegans. Hawk Tui is amazeballs. Hawk Tui is fucking amazeball. Weird flex, but okay.
Yeah.
Oh my god. Do you think that she loves the wine she's with? Do you think she Hawk Tui is on her wine and she's loving the wine she's with? I think she does. I mean, she's great. I think she loves every wine, including us, that she represents with.
Let's go, Ghoul.
Let's go, ghouls. Not yet. It's almost ghoul time. Slow down, witch. Slow that broomstick down,
It's a
you
witch
fucking witch. Witch crossing. And it's just a bunch of, like, cackling and people bitching.
Well, this car runs on bitch dust.
Yeah, I can't see over there. But, hello.
I don't feel like it today. I need a weighted blanket.
So, yeah, I can't. Oh my god, I don't feel like adulting today. I need a weighted
Coffee.
blanket. This is good. That makes you feel, that's your safe space.
Unless I don't have coffee.
You're drinking coffee down there. Oh my god, what's that? There's coffee. There's a whole, like,
Game of Thrones trough of coffee.
I got my Game of Thrones cup of coffee.
Peaky Binder. Peaky Binder.
Oh, we watched Peaky Blinders and we drank Game of Thrones coffee.
At Hogwarts.
Oh my god, amazeballs.
He wants to play, Wade. Doggo wants to play.
Oh, floofer woofer. LOL cats. Because you're a dog, LOL cats.
Meow.
Our little, there's a chungus among us. Our little floofer woofers. What'd you have for breakfast this morning, bro?
Me and Mr. Wigglesworth had eggs and avocado toast.
You know what pairs well with avocado toast, bro? Chuck
Jack.
Norris bacon. Who would win in a fight?
Maple syrup.
Chuck Norris or maple syrup? Oops, we did a thing, guys. We started to be our real selves. It's not easy being your real selves, guys. It's not being your authentic self. Usually on what's that podcast that's glowing up? Phone today. They do vapes. Here, bro, we pack cigs. We just pack cigs on phone today.
Wow.
Sorry, on the Truly Express Yourself podcast. Oh,
That's getting
makes me
up.
sick to truly express myself. And I won hundo P. I won hundo P. You know what that means?
No.
100% or some shit. I won no 100
101
P.
P.
Believe that, my funky bacon brother. So much for my happy ending. So we got a list here of try to say some of this shit. Take this list and you got to say some of that. If you can read it behind your 2-tiered, 3-tiered plant system over there, you got to say one of those things because that's like what we say. Our true selves say that because we're the funky millennial podcast. Like we're gonna get like a poster of a cat with laser beam eyes, and it's gonna be Cool Beans. Right? Mm-hmm. Cool Beans podcast of the cat with laser beam eyes. And like a pyramid. Just gonna fucking rock your socks off. Rawr.
The only one that we didn't already get into is Hakuna Matata.
Well, hey, Cubo Sabi.
Cubos. Let's hit Doba.
Hakuna Matata, Cubo Sabi. Everything is just chill. Because you are my bacon queen. NGL, not gonna lie, I'm gonna eat you up. Nom nom nom. Hee hee.
I'm a llama mama.
Oh, llama mama rocks my socks off. Oh my god, you did a thing and became a llama mama?
Place.
What's what?
Let's paint this place.
I love your plants.
Did you see my Zillow?
Yeah.
I saved all these. These are my saves.
Don't ruin my Angry Birds score.
I can have a lot of things open at the same time.
Oh, that's a lot. You're really rifling through those.
Look, pets to adopt.
Oh my god, is that a golden doodle?
It's a foofer.
A floofer woofer golden doodler.
But he's small.
He's a small, a chungus. A chungus is a small chungus.
I'm not crying, you're crying.
Oh, I know. We did a thing almost. Oh my god.
We've almost
Wait, hold on.
Big things popping. New rescue on the way.
That dog is on fleek, but hold on. Our Hawk 2 our manager's calling. Oh shit, hold on.
Post.
How do we I gotta answer the
Pick
right
up.
how she likes
Pick
to
up.
how does she like me to say hello?
FaceTime.
Hold on. Hawk 2
We can't get that kind of yet.
No, not you. I'm so sorry. It wasn't.
Thanks for the sandwiches you sent us.
We weren't. Yeah, thank you for the Smoothie Kings. We weren't being amazed balls. We weren't nomming.
We did what she said.
We did what you said. I'm sorry.
We did everything right. We did everything you told us to do.
We're entitled to you being our manager, and you didn't nom our content. You want to spit on it? That's good, right? That's like your whole thing. That's what you like. No, okay, no.
It's viral trend.
Oh, well, I'm sorry that it wasn't Cool Beans and didn't rock. Your socks are still on.
We did exactly what you said. We did everything you said.
Okay. Well, thanks. Got fired.
What'd she say?
She didn't nom on her content. She didn't want to spit on it.
Is she still gonna take us to McDonald's?
No, I don't think so. So yeah, let's just go back to the real podcast now.
Yeah, it could be viral.
Get that shit out of here. I don't even like Jack Skellington. I mean, I do, but... Alright.
End scene.
Oh, God. Guys, that was like real acting, right? How does it feel? That was our first like real like endeavor.
So yeah, forget her, because I just remembered we're not millennials. We're Generation Y. So it's fine. So yeah, all the millennials were throwing all their shit away. Everyone was throwing all their shit away, and like right before COVID, that's when like Marie Kondo I had everyone throwing all their books away and everything.
Yeah, no more reading. And then Marine Kondo gave birth to Hawk Tua. She wasn't a good manager, good riddance.
But a better measure, instead of saying if something sparks joy or not, to get rid of it, for Generation Y, how we decipher it is if it has feces on it. Would you keep it? You know what I mean? Would it be worth trying to clean it? So, if your basement floods, right? The infrastructure in your town's bad. That's the Generation Y. You guys remember when they used to call it that?
Yeah, well, when did it change?
I know, it's weird.
So
they wanted to give us a boomer name, yeah.
So what was before X? Boomers, and then before boomers, they didn't give a fuck
silent
about
generation.
Silent, everyone's silent.
But yeah, why do we have to have a boomer name? Why can't we just be XYZ like we always was be?
I would be cool with being Gen Y.
You are.
Jenny.
I'm Jenny.
Yeah, we're Jennies.
So yeah, if your stuff gets feces on it, clear out your place, have a garage sale, sell it on Mercari app.
That's how you can tell we're Gen
draw the
Ys.
line.
Like, oh shit,
it sparks joy for a Malene.
I'm a lean. For our overseas listeners, I'm a lean.
Milano Millennial Cookies.
Sorry we got fired.
I know, it's okay.
It's hard to
be your authentic self.
Truly be your authentic self and express it. Lessons learned. It's hard for us because we're Gen Y. It's easy, like it's ingrained in us. We're pumping like so much shit out. Like Jesus is my homeboy shirt is just like amazing, like true artwork, And then it's hard for the new generation to like understand what it's like to be your authentic self. So no more being authentic selves.
Forget it.
Forget that. You're basically like being your authentic self is like finding a food processor in your basement after the rain that has feces on it, and then you just sell it. You sell it at a garage sale. Is that kind of what you're saying? Mm-hmm. Yeah. So that's what we are. We sell shit. It's really I still want to say rawr. Oh man, yeah, we can't. It's okay to be fired. You gotta start somewhere and roll with the punches. That doesn't matter. Oh my god, what day is it? September 6th, right? Episode 6. It's pretty cool. So the kids are back in school. That was kind of what we talked about on a previous 2 episodes.
Freed up a lot of my free time now.
You know what I wanted to say back in the alternate reality? It's like, I got my pimp cup. Get me some pimp juice. Bruh.
Where are the pimps?
Bruh, my pimp cup, bruh.
Grandma. Bling bling grandmas.
I was drinking sparkling La Croix pamplemousse. Oh my god, we love... Yeah, all right, we're done. We're back.
I had so much more to say.
There's so much more to say in the authentic universe.
We didn't get any subscription boxes.
Well, I turned the sign upside down because like people watch Stranger Things, and that's like the upside down world, and they have the whole Christmas lights thing. Sorry to give it away, folks. But yeah, kids are back in school. I remember. Well, do you remember what it was like going back to school shopping?
I sure do.
It was fun. You get to pick out like pencils and then like the cheap folders, like the yellow and red, like real cheap folders, and then my parents, I don't want to speak for everyone. My parents would take me to the mall, go to Kohl's, Mervyn's, Hot Topic as times went on. Mostly just Kohl's and Mervyn's and not Hudson's. That was too nice. A lot of Mervyn's and JCPenney and Kohl's. And that was it. Or like a lot of people probably just go to like Walmart, right? You get your clothes because like nowadays it's like it's different. Now, then you had to go to a bunch of different fucking places. You had to go to a mall. Then you had to go to...
Yeah, jeans are at one place, yeah.
Then you had to go to the pencil store, like the teacher supply store, and get pencils and pens and, like, whiteouts and hole punchers, right? Triple hole punchers. But now it's, like, more convenient for parents. Mm-hmm. You can really... depending on, like, what brand you support, like, what brand you're loyal to. Like, if you want to just go to Walmart, mm-hmm. or you want to just go to Meijer or something, right? You get, you can get everything there. It's like a one-stop shop. Excuse me. Or really the hack, though, for parents, because it's, like, so easy. Don't just go to, like, one of those stores. Just go to, like, Dick's Sporting Goods. Okay. Or Dunham's.
Because they have basketballs?
Yeah, because, like, kids just wear, like, basketball clothes. Mm-hmm. So all you got to do is get a bunch of basketball clothes. And they don't need schools. They don't need pencils, right? Because they probably sell Chromebooks at Dick's. Yeah. So you go in the Dick's, and then your grocery list, your school shopping grocery list.
Muscle milk.
Basketball style clothes, muscle milk, iPad, gun, check, and your kid's ready to go back to school.
I know, but the Crumblies really set a precedent here that they're charging all the parents. So,
yeah, that rules. I love that.
So even in the Deep South.
Yeah, but that's still...
Parents are implicated. All the shithead parents, listen, you've been put on warning.
About goddamn time.
So, yeah, just take them to Dunham's.
Or Dick's.
Yeah.
Or remember Sports Authority?
Yeah. I just remember the commercials. We didn't really have them, I don't think.
Dick's Sporting Goods is still around.
Dunham's is still around.
I don't know if that's a regional thing.
Yeah, there's probably a great...
I think Mitt Romney owned Sports Authority.
Whoa.
Yeah.
And he had to sell it to run?
Is there Dunham's in New York and LA?
Yeah,
or
what's
Paris?
theirs called?
What's theirs called? But anyway, just go to like a sports store that sells guns and you can your back to school shopping is done. Real easy.
Yeah.
Yeah, because you don't need folders.
So yeah, you don't need to organize your math.
It's crazy. You guys, these new parents have it easy. What's your favorite gun? And then here's like Adidas, whatever. Here's your Adidas gun, and then you get shorts. You get an Adidas gun, jersey, and shorts, probably for like $200. Mm-hmm. And they probably have like an Adidas gun iPad, like raffle that you can win. So support your local Dick's Sporting Goods, everyone. Parents that are listening. Oh, my God. The times have changed, I can't imagine what it's like to be a parent. Apparently, they're all going to go to jail and prison, which is
180 years is the term.
Yeah, lock them up for 180 fucking years, man. So everyone makes fun of, kids' hairstyles nowadays.
Why? Who?
Like the
Who
new
does?
Gen Alpha or whatever, and then the Zillennials, they're...
Who doesn't like their hair? I'm saying, who's contesting it?
Our people.
They don't like the mullet?
Our tribe... No, it's not the mullet. It's the emu thingy. The chia pet emu.
So a perm. The perm?
The perm, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, people of our generation don't like afros. But, all right. Do you still go, a parent... Do you still take your child through a drive-thru restaurant? Do you think, kids still get to go through the drive-thru, or the parents, leave them at home so they don't have to be bothered? They're just, they can just, keep doing their homework, their gun homework on their iPad. And then, I'm going to go run through the drive-thru.
Yeah, they don't.
Right? Or they're, whatever, they're doing, lacrosse practice or, skeet shooting. I have this really funny memory of going through the drive-thru with one of my brothers. And it was the first time I've ever heard a man do this to a woman.
Oh, my God.
So we pull up to, a Hot Now or a Hardee's, some awful fast food restaurant. The young, woman opens up the sliding window, and she's like, hey, your total's...
Yeah, they used to have to really do it.
Yeah, crank it up. Or
No, I'm saying the...
crank like an old
No,
timey
I'm talking
window.
about the fast food.
Yeah, me
People
too.
has
You had
to
to
open.
crank the window out. No. Yeah, you really had to open the window.
Yeah, but like this, not a crank.
No, this one had a crank.
What? That's so
You never
slow.
went to
That's
a Hardee's?
Not fast.
Hardee's had a crank
No,
window.
that's not fast.
No, it's very slow. Sitting there idling. Anyway, wasting gas. She looked very miserable. I do remember... Shit, sorry. Cut that out. She looked very miserable. I do remember, like, it vividly. Like, she was, oh, your total's $4.48. Back in the 90s, you know. Hardee's used to cost under $5, yeah, for a whole truck bed full of burgers. And my brother goes...
What's a Hardee's burger like?
I don't even remember. Well, I think, did we talk about that as dog food? No.
That's Elpo.
That's Elpo. So my brother goes to her, why the long face? Smile, it ain't that bad.
Oh!
And in my mind, I was like 8, I was like, my brother is a fucking pimp.
Oh!
That's the sickest thing I've ever heard. I'm like 8 years old. I mean, you know what I mean? Like, I don't really know what like anything is. I'm like, dude, my brother is a fucking shit because he said, smile, it ain't that bad.
Oh my
And then
God.
you know what?
She got in the car with you guys?
Well, no, she just smiled.
So
it worked. He made her
so
smile.
keep doing it. Everyone keep that up.
He actually just made her smile.
It's inspirational to young
she got
boys.
in the car
and it
with
works.
us. Jump on it.
Oh, y'all getting Hardee's?
So that's nice. You know what I mean? So like, that's a whole different like, you know, life.
It's
back
inspirational to young men, and it works. So continue to do that.
then. And like all this like man show talk.
Men have never bought. No man has ever bought a wallet for himself. They always just show up as a gift. I think, and in a cute gift bag.
Yeah, but wallets don't even come in bags. They come in like really
Boxes.
nice aluminum tin boxes.
Oh, yeah.
And then you save those. Men
Nautical
save
box.
those and put your social security card.
Your most important shit in it.
If a chick buys you a wallet, you're like, oh, that's cool. She wants me to have money. But you're really excited because you're like, I don't have money, but now I got this sick tin box. And you put your bridge
Kenneth
card.
Cole reaction.
Your bridge card. Social security card. In your Kenneth Cole reaction Nautica tin box. And your library card. If you're a dork, you put your library card in there.
I never thought about how obtuse it is for women to buy men wallets, and you guys.
Hey, I want you to have money.
Like, put some fucking money in here.
Yeah. Hey, babe, we're starting. Things are getting hot and heavy. Here's an empty wallet.
fill up.
Fill this fucker up. But yeah, that's great. But telling women to smile is fucked up, and people should stop doing it. But it used to work. So like men, it doesn't work anymore.
That's because we couldn't have our own credit cards. That's why that shit worked before.
It used to work, and it was great. But like men don't tell that shit to other like, they're like, hey, how's it going, bro? Hey, what's up, good, bro? Tell me something good, bro. You look down, bro. Let me see you smile.
Yeah, they act like
Or
that's
like,
just how they are talking.
Hey, what's up, dude? Are you okay? You
like
look
it's a platonic
sad.
way to talk. No.
Yeah, you don't go to the gun store and you're like, hey, I haven't seen you in a week. Is everything okay? You look sad.
Yeah.
Yeah. Or like, hey, why the long face? Like the only thing that like a man would say to another man, like say you're like you go to a certain store, right, to get like cigarettes or like bullets, rolling papers. And the dude's always wearing like a short sleeve shirt or something, right? That says like
Oh yeah, always.
cigarette gun store on it. Edit, sorry. You're not gonna walk in there and be like, hey man, why the long face? You're like, hey.
Unless he was tied
Like,
up or
oh,
something.
you look different. Oh, he's tied up.
If that'd be the only time that like a man
Amen.
Amen,
Amen.
would be like,
Amen,
hey,
brother.
You good down there? If he was like tied up from a
Everything
burglar,
good down there? Or
he'd finally.
He's just wiggling around.
That'd be the one time that he would intervene and ask him if he was okay.
Maybe.
He'd have to be, yeah, right. That's what it would take.
Yeah, because it's not like,
Oh,
hey,
wait, I don't talk to people like that.
hey, why the long face, smile, it ain't that bad, bro.
You don't do it at construction workers that are
But
men.
like if you went to a store every day and a dude wear a short sleeved shirt, and then you went there and on one day he was wearing a long sleeve shirt that was like long.
What's up, man?
And you'd be like, what the fuck? Is everything good, dude? Well, like, why are you wearing, like, why the long shirt?
Start doing
Why the long shirt? Are you doing heroin? Lift your shirt up. Show me your belly a little bit.
Why
Let me
such
know
a
you're
long
okay.
shirt?
Why such a long shirt?
Why the long shirt? Lift your shirt up a little bit.
Lift your shirt up a little bit and show me your belly there, boy. Let me know you're okay, that it's not a hostage situation. The other day,
That's really implant
other
back.
day you're rolling around tied up, and I was just like, whatever. I'm not gonna. I don't. Whatever.
This
To
long
each their
sleeve
own.
shirt.
But this long sleeve, this long shirt.
I know it's from a different culture. He might like tied up on the ground.
So get a guy to show you your belly, and that's the equivalent of
Caring about them and asking if they're okay.
yeah. Some people make whole careers out of that, probably. I don't know.
Belly boppers?
Yeah, belly boppers. Okay.
Music Minute by the Numbers edition. Oh, I still got my zillennial hair in. Check out.
Not a lot.
Whoa, what?
Take that.
The
Let
fuck?
it all hang out. Let her down.
So, you might wonder, album. What does it constitute an album anymore these days? Nobody wants to make albums. They just want to put a bunch of singles on the radio.
Track by track.
So, how does it work? Remember there was like controversy because like Nicki Minaj was mad at Travis Scott's child because the baby, she was like, they got that baby selling merch because hoodies were counting as like album sales because they coupled them together, right? To say you get a hoodie and a thingy. So they were saying, and they had the child promote it. Anyways. So what nowadays is even an album? Is it a hoodie?
If you buy a hoodie, if there's a baby wearing a hoodie and you buy the
Is
hoodie,
that an album?
do you get a
Does
free?
that
You
constitute an
get a
album?
track with it.
So how many tracks make a album?
That's 8 to 10.
Right?
don't
So
know.
how they do it on Spotify is, got the math by the numbers. Music Minute Numbers Edition. 150 streams equals one track. Now that doesn't make any sense.
No. Zero.
If 150 people listen to your song or your whole album, right? That is counting as one song. That's not an equivalency. You know what I mean? There's no equivalency to stream to track. A stream does not therefore make a song or a track. So that's crazy. So 150 streams equals one track. But how do you get an album nowadays? We want an album.
150 people stream it. That makes it a song.
Therefore, it counts as a track
All right,
on the ticker tape. So then you go 1,500 streams equals 10 tracks. And then therefore,
1,500.
you've arrived at an album. So an album is nothing more than 1,500 streams.
So you have one song, and then people listen to it over and over again.
150 times, and then that
and it
qualifies
becomes an
as a
album.
song.
But what if they keep listening to it?
Now, therefore,
10 times
you've arrived
over.
as an album.
You have a one song album, because so Mr. Spotify
So now
or
you're
whatever
charting.
was like, fuck all that. Like, it's all about listens, and streams.
Mm-hmm.
So you can have one song, and if it's listened to 2 million times,
Then that counts as an
that's
album
a
sale?
whole. That's a double disc.
Yeah, you
But
got a
That's a
double
whole box set.
Pink Floyd thing.
Yeah, you got a whole Pink
Brick
Floyd
wall.
box set thing. Another brick in the wall with every listen.
So, and then they pay you once you get to that
I didn't
point.
know that's how that worked at all.
Nobody did until they just made it up. You know what I mean? They were
That's pretty-
figuring out how to do it.
Pretty fucking cool to just make that up.
I know, but there's no equivalency there. So if you're gonna break it down, you get 6 cents once you've arrived there. Okay, so that means Mr. Monopoly, Yay, and who is it? Ty Dolla $ign made
Ty Dolla $ign.
1.5 cents for every time they sold an album, a full album. Album.
150,000 listens a song is.
So
an
they
album.
they each get a penny and a half pence or whatever
Okay.
for every time they sell an album. Now, how much did they used to get when it was fucking Kmart? You know what I mean? Enough to put plastic things around so nobody would steal them because they're worth so much fucking money.
So much plastic on CDs.
You know?
Yeah.
And then bands were bigger and stuff back then, so now it can only just be one guy usually.
Yeah, you can't afford to have.
Even the Jonas Brothers had to break up because there's like we each got to keep our 3 cents.
Wow.
So that's an album. So whatever you
So
thought
a
an album
song
was,
is
you
an
thought
album.
Brick in the Wall was an album. Wrong. He never had 1,500 streams.
1,500.
Gets you an album.
1,500 makes an
Oh,
album.
yeah, because that's 10 tracks. And then that's what everyone's agreed. And the Universal Bilateral Spotify Commission says 10 tracks equals an album.
So that's how, like, everyone's listening to music like that. Everyone's listening to an album, but it's just a song. So, like, to be very cliche, like Brat Summer song, that's a whole album.
Right.
Because that
It
many
has to
people
be.
listen to it.
It has to be. Album sales.
Remember the Linkin Park dog parody song?
Mm-hmm.
If that was on Spotify, that would be an album.
Should be.
Because millions of people love
Went
that.
triple platinum.
Yeah, selling barking rhymes. I went triple platinum barking rhymes. What else is going on in music? I don't know. Like, it seems like that's some British. Does this British man own Spotify? Who
There's
owns
one guy
Spotify?
who was buying up everyone's music licensing, like Justin Bieber, which is weird because you're super young, right? Only like Tom Jones is supposed to do that at a certain point in your life. You know what
Justin
I mean?
Bieber's still a kid.
So it was like a bunch of young people, and then like Drake was one of them, where it's just like one guy's coming in and buying everyone's stuff. But it's
Yeah.
weird for young people to do it. When Stevie Nicks does it or whatever, okay. So I don't know if it's
Yeah, it's all.
the same. I don't know who owns Spotify.
Justin Bieber, probably.
He's out of the game. He doesn't own anything anymore.
Remember what did he? Remember, it's like he sponsored like Tim Hortons, like
BBQs.
BBQ donuts, and then remember, then like half of his body got paralyzed.
Damn,
Remember
yeah,
that?
that's why.
He went like toxic
That's why.
Avenger mode because he ate too many Tim Hortons.
Timbits.
He's Canadian, not British, so I don't think he owns Spotify.
No, he's out.
But like, it seems to me like every band, every person, every content creator who makes a quote unquote album is British.
All the album artists.
All the album artists are like British to me. That Charlie person.
Adele's done with music.
Name a musician. Adele. She's done.
Your favorite band, Oasis, coming back.
Oasis is coming back. Like the British invasion is coming back, baby.
T-Tax up.
Austin,
Import these music.
Insert Austin Powers joke. The British invasion is back.
Well, it used
Sabrina
to be.
Carpenter.
She's American.
Okay.
It used to be. What am I even saying about? Cut.
It used to be that Americans
We-
made
I'm a-
music with bands,
Yeah,
man.
we listened to that British guy. So before, everyone used to have like a band, and they would even count it like New Kids on the Block or Little Mix, like a totally manufactured like pop, like studio people singing together as a band on the chart. And then, so in like the early 2000s, there was, what was the other one? But no bands charted, right? Except for there was only
On
like
the billboards.
so how many weeks consecutively like that? Let's say there was 28 weeks in the early 2000s where bands were the majority of who charted albums. One of them was the Beatles, which is crazy.
That's
right?
insane.
But then now it's only like 9 weeks or something like that. Like it's so much less than it was. Everyone used to be a band, and they'd even count really cheesy, not authentic bands as
Right,
a
like
band.
like New Kids on the
For sure,
Block,
that's
the
crazy.
band.
Yeah. Even they qualified before. But for one of them to be the Beatles is
Rico Suave, the band.
Yeah. He was just one guy.
One, yeah. Sorry.
He had a lot of people on stage, a lot of dancers
Had
and
a
stuff.
lot of chicks on the pool dancing with him. I thought that they were like making the music. Yeah, music has come a long way since it first started. There's all sorts of like, what's the most famous band? Say it.
Foo Fighters.
Foo Fighters. I think Maroon 5.
Maroon food.
Maroon food. Maroon food 5-course dinner band. Maroon 5 is like I don't really know what that means. It's just like a color number band. Like all these band names like are riddles you have to figure out. Like what is Maroon 5? I don't even know if there's 5 content creator musicians.
Color. What does it make you feel?
Is there even 5 of them?
No way.
And, like,
Why
they're
would there need to
definitely-
be fucking 5 of them?
They're not. They don't do anything. The one guy, remember when he got like fake tattoos at the Super Bowl? Yeah.
And he did that when he got his tats.
And it says like mermaid, like Pete and Pete petunias all over his body. So yeah, color number bands. Like music sucks now. Sorry guys.
What?
Hey, what's up everyone? I'm Matt Pinfield. Welcome to MTV2. This is 120 minutes. I'm Ron Perlman actually, and I'm designing my own boy band, and it's called Yellow 5. So that way Yellow 5 kills your sperm count.
So you got it confused
And then-
again. You're not Ron. You already have
Lou,
a band.
Lou. Ron Perlman is
You
a
already
scary
have a
guy
band.
from Sons of Anarchy.
Yeah. The Beast.
Ron Perlman's awesome. So hey, Ron, it's the Beast from Beauty and the Beast, the late 80s TV show. And I'm starting my own band about making a joke about it being called Yellow 5, so people don't have sperm, so they can't make any more kids to make content creator musicians to make
No competition.
an album that's actually just one song.
You're putting a stop to
Matt
this music.
Pinfield.
Oh.
What's the other guy? Rick Thorne, right? Remember him?
No, he was a BMX.
BMX guy. He was also like did MTV shit. He was cool. Hey, what's up, everyone? It's how did Matt Pinfield, huh?
Yeah, like that.
Hey, what's up? It's me, Matt Pinfield. What is it called? Say What Karaoke? No, that's a Nick Cannon thing. I'm getting all my MTV content creators confused. What's the VH1 one?
Save the music.
Pop-up
They
karaoke?
They couldn't do it. They couldn't pull it off.
Pop-up video. MTV used to be cool. It used to be like X Games people.
Yeah, VH1 used to be cool. They used to say they were going to save the music, and they haven't done shit since.
They've been trying to save it. They tried to save
They
it for
just
a
bought
long
a bunch
time
of flutes, and then that was
and
it.
failed and played and like Chris Isaac music videos, and they failed. That didn't save the music at all. Do you have anything you'd like to plug, or any local businesses that we'd like to plug and give thanks to?
Yeah.
I don't. So, see you next time, everyone.